Mr. Mayor, City Council, I want to talk about the third rail of politics in our city. That's the police department. I'm not really pleased what I heard from Mr. Lister here tonight. I'm not pleased about hearing about one of our cops going to jail for not reporting or over-reporting or whatever his overtime. I stand here frustrated because I don't think most people know how our police department works in the city, how they're funded, with over 50 cents of every dollar that comes into our city goes to our police department. And if we ever wanted to get some details, the only real true place you can get details is under Transparent California. And I would encourage the community to go to that site, and it will give you all of the salaries of all of the people in the city and the police department for at least last year. Make sure you're sitting on a firm chair, because the numbers will want you to not just fall off of it. They're that ridiculous. The overtime situation with this officer, look at the overtime that's been assigned to a lot of the police department staff. Most of them managers, by the way. And it's ridiculous. $250,000 we're spending on, I think it's 8 or 9 or 10 managers, and tens of thousands of dollars of overtime. And I just don't figure out where we need to have management working overtime in our city. It's a tough one to figure out. Maybe the city or maybe the police department can come forward and explain to the community where all this money is going for overtime. Obviously, one of the cops took too much, but it needs to be looked at. And as far as our Mr. Daniels here, we don't need another vote on the city council representing the labor union. We don't want to put the fox in charge of the chickens. And I'm afraid that if that happens, we will lose local control over our city council. Every election period, you could open up the Acorn and you'll see ads, full-page ads, paid for by the police department for their particular person. Now, that's okay with me. I don't care who they support, but they know where to put their money. Okay? Am I done?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, I have